Welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. So let's take a look at the starters for Kansas City. Henderson out there with Green. Then there's Jalen Smith. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Barry in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, we've got James Harden. Kevin Durant is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's McGrady in at the 3, the small forward. And at this early point, Clark, team's still figuring things out.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's certainly an advantage if you've got continuity on your roster. For those teams who shuffle things in the offseason, they've got a little more to work out, but continuity can serve you well if you have it.
Here's Barry. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Harden finds Jokic. Basket counts.
Tell you what, that's one of the things I love about Harden's game. I mean, he's a dime dropper elite.
Outside, Green. Henderson with a screen on Harden. Green, the pass to Barry. Three-pointer off the mark. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's stolen by Kuminga. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Durant for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Pass to Barry from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Jokic passes to Curry. Back to Jokic. The kick to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Barry pulls it in. Kansas City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Left side Kuminga. Pass to Barry. Knocked away. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And Durant with the big finish.
You know, he shows off the awareness and agility, not only at the start of the play there, but Durant showing you he can finish the play too.
Now here's Henderson to end the run. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Rough patch here. 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Now Harden. Outside Curry. Back to Harden. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Not going to
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
On the wing, Green. Back to Kuminga. Henderson outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's McGrady. Outside Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Jalen Smith.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Phoenix, 4th.
And what really stands out to me about this team is how they share the rock. They don't want good shots, they want great shots. And collectively as a team, that's what they seek out.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Kuminga finds Henderson. Back to Kuminga. And the jumper falls for him.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 9 points.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Henderson. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Barry, the pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Henderson misses. The Suns lead by 6. Here's McGrady. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for Phoenix. I asked him what their biggest challenge would be defensively, and his quick answer was Scoot Henderson. He said Henderson's as explosive as they come. We can't let him get out on the break and control the pace. Their hope is to force Henderson to operate in the half-court offense, but Scoot may have other ideas, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Curry. Still without a bucket. And it's rejected. Kuminga against Curry. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Smith. Here's Barry. Outside for Green. There's a screen by Kuminga. And Green, good for 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
On the wing, Durant. He's watched by Kuminga. Off target with the open look.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Green finds Henderson. And here's Kuminga for 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Curry looking it over. Fires the 3. Smith with the rebound. And it's Henderson with the ball for Kansas City. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Phoenix this year.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
And they know they're the better team and out to prove as much tonight. They split the season series a year ago, but they want to change that up now.
Here's Harden. No points so far. Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Wade, he's checked in for Kansas City. Outside Curry. There's a screen. Looking to win the run. Drains the triple.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Smith outside. Outside, Green. Pass to Wade. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Blocked! And here's the fast break. Here's Barry. And the finish with the layup.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Harden. The putback. Barry pulls it in. Kansas City in the lead. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Thomas, he's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Green. Up top, Holmgren. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Jokic. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Pass to Curry. Count it. Good. Curry's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Now here's Kuminga. 5 points in the game. Kuminga with a screen on Curry. Wade misses. The Suns lead by 3. Outside Harden. Back to Jokic. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Finley. On the wing. Curry. Here's Finley. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Count it. And now it's a 5-point Phoenix lead.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Nikola Jokic, #1. In the 3rd spot, Kevin Durant.
These two were a consistent presence around the rim, able to anticipate where the ball was going and just gobbling up the boards.
Pass to Kuminga. Outside, Green. Here's Barry. There's the triple. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And a quick look at the stats after that game. They were phenomenal from the charity stripe.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
Phoenix has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the 1st. Doncic passes to Finley. Here's Stojakovic. Rebounded by Green. Pass to Wade. Now Holmgren. Screen by Holmgren. Here's Lee. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Well, Phoenix is shooting only 37% early. Green with the ball. Smith outside. Back to Green. Drops in the 3. Green's got 6 points.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the 1st. Takes a 13-footer, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And here's Green from the arc. Stojakovic grabs the board.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the 1st quarter. Here's Doncic. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Doncic has got his 2nd basket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Holmgren. A 23-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And in terms of total points, they were in the top half of the league. Real solid effort, but with room to improve.
Their nightly goal, make things uncomfortable for opposing offenses. That's how they racked up so many steals. Phoenix making a switch here. Thomas has checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for Kansas City. Now here's Thomas. No made baskets yet.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Tries to save it. Now here's Holmgren. He's closely guarded. Pass to Lee. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Suns. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Doncic with it. Guarded by Smith. Doncic feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's Stojakovic. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Wade. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple. And Doncic puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. And that does it for the 1st quarter. Kansas City on top, up by 4. And the 2nd quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you guys from the Knights in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Suns trail by 4. They've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Cam Thomas. And it's McGrady in at small forward. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And it's in there.
Doncic has a really nice feel for the court and the game, able to control the tempo because of it.
Holmgren on the take. Finley grabs the miss. And Phoenix shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Here's Stojakovic. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Now here's Holmgren. Defense is right there. Here's Lee. And there's the rejection.
Excellent job by McGrady using his length to deny that shot.
Here's Stojakovic. Rejected by Holmgren. Quarter number 2. Just over a minute of play. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Now here's Doncic. Shoots over Holmgren. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Wide open. Count it. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, there's the sweet shooting touch from Holmgren. He can knock it down from just about anywhere.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Doncic. Nice finish from Luka.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Thomas outside. Henderson against Doncic. To the paint. Here's Stojakovic. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Smith no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. The 3 from Holmgren. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And the three-pointer goes.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Henderson left side. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. The 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Stojakovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. For 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Suns. Green's checked in for Kansas City. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. The fourth spot held by Kevin Durant.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
And here's Henderson. 5 points in the game. Picked by Smith. Oh, denied by Durant.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection.
Here's Wade. Holmgren reaches up and throws it down.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Here's Harden after the basket by Kansas City. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Harden. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Sinks the tray.
Wade looking very relaxed and comfortable firing off the catch right there.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Fires the three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against Indiana, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Doncic. Here's Stojakovic. No good on the quick three. And Kansas City shooting 37% from the floor at this point. And they take the lead. 7 points in the game.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Durant. And the Suns miss again.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Henderson outside. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Here's McGrady. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3. McGrady's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Smith with a screen on Harden, and it's Green missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Curry. He's got 7. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. With the second effort, the putback. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. That shot is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Henderson outside. And it's all from 3-point range.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Connects from downtown. Henderson's got his third basket on the night right there. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Kansas City.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far, a testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. And Kansas City making a change here. Warford's checked in. Outside Harden. Over Green. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Henderson, the pass to Green. Out to the right wing. Here's Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. Beyond the arc. Horford for 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Finley. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. And now a 3-point Suns lead.
Well, you can rely on Durant to do it all. I mean, he'll produce on his own, but he also works really hard to find his team shots as well.
Henderson, the pass to Green. And it falls all over the rim and in. Green's got 8.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Harden. Back to Curry from the arc. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Henderson, the pass to Green. Now here's Holmgren, guarded closely. Smith, he's checked in for Kansas City. Kuminga comes in for Horford. Here's Curry. He has 7. A minute 58 left in the first half. Lets it fly. Phoenix no good that time either. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Kansas City. Here's Henderson. No problem on the jumper in close. He's got 10. A minute 37 left to play in the second quarter. Durant with it. He's got 9. On that one as it misses.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
A clear look for Green. McGrady McGrady grabs a miss. McGrady's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Harden. 56 seconds left in the first half of this one. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Harden. Fires top of the key. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. And Kansas City shooting just 38% in this quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Terrific trip down the floor that time. Jalen Smith ends up scoring down low. You want that ball in the paint and in his hands.
Now here's Harden. Jokic with a screen on Green. Here's Harden. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Kansas City on top. They're up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. For the Raptors, they'll be up against the Bulls in Chicago. That one gets going 7:30 Eastern Time.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Here's Henderson. And so in the game for the Knights, they've got Jalen Smith. Scoot Henderson out there with Green. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga, and it's Barry in at the 3.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now here's Durant. Wide open look. Barry's the jump shot. Durant's got 11 points. Kansas City leading by 3. Outside, Green. That 3's off the mark.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Outside Harden, puts up a 3, and the rebound goes to Kansas City. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside for Green. Smith with a screen on Harden. Green. Again, Green missing. Green's gone 4 of 10 here. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's Extremely special as a basketball player.
Pass to McGrady. 4-3. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Good on the bucket. Suns trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Curry. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
A nice shot by Smith.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Harden to pass to Durant. And here's Jokic from the top of the key. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Smith with a screen on Durant. Here's Kuminga. Takes it inside. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10. Off target on the lob.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Outside, Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And so it's Kansas City with it. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Jokic passes to Curry. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Henderson outside. Rejected by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it to defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Knights. They lead by 4. Here's Barry. Outside for Henderson. That doesn't go either for Henderson.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Outside Curry. Harden against Green. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Can't connect from short range.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Henderson left side. Outside, Green. Hits a three-pointer. Green's got 14 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Henderson. And Curry with the answer.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Henderson for 3. And Kansas City another 3.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. The fourth spot held by the Suns.
Well, when you talk about teams that had a great defense last year, you got to mention these guys. I mean, they were great at finding ways to come up with the ball. Deflections, loose balls, and steals.
Here's Curry. 13 points in the game. On the wing, Durant. Shoots over Kuminga. Smith with the rebound. Kansas City leading by 7. Henderson outside. Here's Barry. Off target with the 3. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Harden, the pass to Durant. Pulls up on the wing. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And Kansas City shooting just 36% in the third. Henderson finds Kuminga. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Suns trail by 6. Now Harden. Pass to Durant. Here's McGrady. 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Kuminga, the pass to Green. And the 3 off target. And the Suns shooting just 36% in the third. Outside Harden. And here's Curry for 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Green, the pass to Smith. Smith with a screen on Curry. Henderson for 3. The Suns clear it. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Henderson against Curry. Pass to McGrady. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
He buries it from 3. Green's got 9 points here in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. And he lobs it up to the rim. Rejected by Jokic. Outside Curry. Here's Durant. Shoots over Kuminga. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Barry, the pass to Henderson. Right side Green. Smith with a screen on Harden. Green for 3. Henderson for 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And the rebound goes to Kansas City. Barry's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Barry. Now Smith. Here's the 3. Barry misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now here's Henderson. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Here's Kuminga. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McGrady, the pass to Curry. Outside Harden. to snap the cold streak. Knocks it down from distance. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Pass to Barry. Launches it. Durant pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
For Kansas City, Chet Holmgren. He's checked in for Kuminga. Lee comes in for Green. And it's Wade in for Henderson. And so here is Kansas City. On the wing, Wade. He's covered by Curry. Barry misses. Suns trail by 4. Here's McGrady. Give him 8. Barry pulls it in. Barry's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Holmgren. The 3 ball. He drops it from range. Holmgren's got 18 points in the game.
Oh, putting his range to work. Holmgren is a threat at the arc. Believe that.
Thomas, right side. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Thompson, he's checked in for Kansas City. Kansas City leading by 5. And here's Holmgren. 18 points for him. A minute 22 left in the third. And here's Thompson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thompson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Doncic. McGrady. It's good on the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Smith with a screen on Thomas. Lee, the pass to Smith. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Doncic. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot from the top of the key. And the rebound goes to Kansas City. Wade, the pass to Holmgren. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. McGrady's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. Finley can't hit. Here's Lee. Thomas defends. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Five ticks left in the third quarter. That one's good by Stojakovic. Stojakovic has got 9.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
And so it's Kansas City closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Kevin Durant, Cam Thomas out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's James Harden, and it's Stojakovic in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Wade, out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Suns trail by 7. Outside Durant. Plenty of space. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Screen by Horford. Henderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the three to fall.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Horford, a screen on Doncic. Henderson misses.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Harden, the pass to Durant. Doncic against Green. Now here's Doncic. The D's right on him. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wade. Holmgren with a screen on Thomas. Wade. Off target from outside.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Durant, no good. Kansas City leading by 3. The three from Holmgren. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Doncic with it. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, just an excellent shot blocker. Holmgren is so good at using his length and timing to erase shot attempts.
Four on the clock. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. Kansas City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The three from Holmgren. And Kansas City misses again.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Knocked loose. Harden against Green. The kick to Durant. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Henderson to get back on track. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Now here's Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Henderson, the pass to Holmgren. Let's go with a 3. And Kansas City another 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Timeout called, Suns. The Suns making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Kansas City. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Durant. Over Green. Durant, no good.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Back to Kuminga. Here's Wade. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Harden. The three. Phoenix no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Kuminga with a screen on Harden. Outside Kuminga. The three is up. Rebounded by James Harden. Suns trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The fader. And the rebound goes to Kansas City.